Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rox with a little bit of talk about what's at the top of the block, so let's get to it. Alright, you guys, it's a light gossip week. I couldn't find too much of really any interesting stories to talk about, so I'm just going to dig on in with what I got, which really isn't a lot. First of all, I guess I could have saved this for reality talk, but since I don't really talk about the Kardashians too much, let's talk about Lamar Odom and Khloe Kardashian Odom. Have you heard the big story? Supposedly, Mr. Odom has been sowing his oats outside of the marital home, and his mistress has spoken out. It's the same as all these other side piece stories as they go. He was on the road. She met him in Washington, D.C., and she became the girlfriend. They've been dealing with each other supposedly since January 2012. She's gone on all the trips, has sometimes been on the same plane as he and Khloe. I'm supposing when they didn't take a private jet. You know, he bought her things, private chauffeur, all the games, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know how the story goes. I don't know. I will say it. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I don't know why these women and sometimes men will faithfully and happily be the side piece, know that they are the side piece, and then will come out and spill the beans on the relationship. I guess when the shit goes sour, or when the person decides that they have no more use for you, and then they get dropped, and all of a sudden everybody got all these goddamn hurt feelings and want to get out and get to telling on what exactly went on. I don't feel sorry for you, okay? I think it's real foul, okay? Not only are you, because what do you get out of it? I know you don't owe anything to the marriage. You definitely don't. That's Lamar's place, but what has Khloe done to you where you have to humiliate her in public like this? If you choose to be the side piece, then that's what you should always remain. And she gives this advice at the end of her interview and says that her advice to Khloe is to leave Lamar, get a divorce, because he's never going to change, not for you, not for anybody. Just like a for real slap in the face, okay? Now, granted, who knows why Khloe and Lamar are still married? They might be in love, okay? We all know that these basketball players, football players, all these athletic stars have side women, okay? It kind of comes with the territory. It's one of those unspoken, but everybody knows rules, and it's something that I'm sure many of the women in the NBA and the NFL and the baseball association and all these things have to deal with. Yes, Khloe and Lamar, they have this whirlwind romance. It sort of was like a princess, kind of getting saved, by the man, and they, got married and living happily ever after. Well, that may or may not be a facade. When I see the two of them together, yes, I do believe that they are in love with each other. But you know what? You can never tell. These are reality shows, but we all know that reality is not reality. And we know that the Kardashian family as a whole are exceptionally talented at making sure that they are presented in the best light. But none of that really matters, okay? It's just really none of our business, and I just, So anyway, you guys, y'all go and try to check out the interview. The chick, I think she interviews with Star Magazine. Lamar Odom definitely has a type. We saw it with his ex-girlfriend, who he has his 2 kids. Well, it was 3 when one passed. And Khloe, and now this chick. They all have the same strong man jawline, real prominent and profound. Right here is just like, look like all the time is something like, not necessarily a bad looking woman, but kind of mannish, but really on that same Khloe and the ex-girlfriend look. So whatever, you guys. I don't know what this is going to mean for the Kardashian Odom couple. We'll keep our eyes open. I do know that Khloe has gotten down really good and is looking really good. Probably the best out of the 3 sisters at this point. Of course, Kim is just coming off a baby, and I'm sure Kim will be snapping back to her original look real soon. But, shit, Khloe ain't nobody to kick out of bed either. I'm sure she'll land on her feet if it don't work out. Not that I'm hoping that it doesn't, but you guys know what I mean. So anyway, that's it. Okay, Lamar caught slipping. So y'all know it wouldn't be a top of the blogs if I didn't talk about your girl Beyonce. Did you guys see the video of Miss Beyonce getting her wig caught up in the damn fan? Y'all know Beyonce loves to have her hair cascading and flying back at all times when she is performing. The fans is a very important part of her act. I think that Miss Beyonce got a little too close to said fan, and that shit grabbed up in it and pulled it and sucked it on in. Now I will tell you firsthand that I have had that happen to me. Of course, it was not no great big ass fan, but it was a little small fan at work, and that shit is real terrifying when it happened. I've always been under the impression that Beyonce wears a fucking wig, and can you imagine if that shit was a wig and it wasn't tacked down good enough? What that concert might have turned into if that shit got snatched off. I'm trying to think, like, either they had that shit tethered down to the fullest or she had a weave. But whatever it was, it didn't come off. It just got all tangled up in it. You know, she had to get close to it, and they had to come, and I guess eventually they cut her out. You can't even find a video on it, honey. Beyonce, folks, is on it. You can't find shit on it, no video, unless somebody had a personal video of it. Everything you try to find it on YouTube is gone. Okay, Beyonce is never going to be caught in the worst light. She tries not to anyway. It's a few of them out there. But anyway, that Beyonce, she's sure having a damn time on that concert. Did y'all see the video? Now, they do have a video of the fan. Y'all be so excited to see Beyonce. I mean, I guess it is. So I guess she is one of our biggest stars at this time, biggest entertainers. Love her, hate her, you gotta just go on and admit it. But yeah, this one guy, he caught the full scale Holy Ghost when she went and held his hand. I mean, he was just like, I was like, wait a minute now, wait a minute, hold on. She finally finishes her verse and she gives him a hug, and he passes out when she walks away. The shit is so funny. It must be really interesting to be a star that big. Beyonce has a lot riding on her shoulders, okay, just for her to keep her fans happy. Her newest thing right now is whether or not this album is going to come out or not. Okay, we're all waiting, some of us way more anxiously than others, on this album, Mrs. Carter, to come out. There's rumors that the shit is being scrapped because I guess she's not happy with the songs that she's come out with now. It can't be no worse than that damn 4. I know y'all loved it. And I mean, it was fine enough and everything, but it wasn't her previous albums, the caliber of her previous albums. I felt like she was going through something on 4, and we just went on and let her have it, okay? But this one, I think she's feeling like she wants to come back a little bit stronger and get back to her old Beyonce days and ways, and she's finding herself having a hard time doing it. I don't even know if it's probably a lot of things. I mean, it's maturity, she's getting older, she's a mother now, you know, her experiences are different, her ways of thinking are probably different. She's not quite as raunchy. Yeah, she does try to give us the bow down and the all of that other stuff, but that stuff changes over time, over the years, and I guess she's just trying to find whatever her sound is gonna be. So I mean, I'm patient enough. It ain't really that big a deal for me, but I know some of y'all is real upset. I just would be very upset if I was paying to go to these damn concerts and having to see the same shit rehashed over and over and over. I mean, I love Beyonce as much as the next person, but if I'm spending all my damn money on it, fuck, I want a new tune. They're saying that Beyonce and Jay-Z might go on tour together, and that will be an awesome concert. That might be something that I would pay to go see, because, you know, I do like them both, but I bet you that would just be, I mean, the hits that they have, can you imagine? Man, I would be fucking tired trying to dance up in that concert that whole entire time. Can't y'all imagine? So that's it. That's my weekly Beyonce Jay-Z talk, so you guys can be down in my comments telling me that that's all I talk about and all that shit. Fuck it. This is my goddamn channel. I say whatever the hell I want to say. Oh, and I forgot to tell you guys that Solange, I know many of you guys was also waiting on very anxiously for Solange to go on her European tour. Her European tour of all the coffee shops in Europe. She had to cancel hers too, y'all, okay, because she trying to get her new album together. She got the baby, he got school, she got to get him settled in new school, she done moved to a new city, y'all. She got other things to do, so she ain't gonna be able to do that tour. Okay, so what we want is for the 500 of y'all that had bought the tickets to go on and return them back. Woo! Solange, girl, you don't sit your ass down somewhere. World tour. Okay. Speaking of Destiny's Child, let's talk about Kelly Rowland and how she almost got, you guys, she almost was stranded at sea. Well, she was stranded at sea. She was lost for 12 hours. The boat that she was on had got, it got pushed out, and the Coast Guard couldn't find out where they were for a long time. And she was stranded. I'm supposing that it was a very scary time in her life. I couldn't imagine being stranded out at sea. It's just absolutely no way. And this just goes to show you that you new niggas need to quit fucking around with these boats. It was nobody but, Monte had got a hold of. He was just like, hey, Kelly, guess what? Yeah, I talked to Jean-Claude. He said I can get on that yacht today. What y'all think? Y'all feeling like you want to get on the water? Okay. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, what I need you to do is get on down there and get y'all suits together. And me and some of the homies, we going to run to the liquor store and pick up some beer and a little bit of cognac. And then we going to be on our way. Yeah, nigga, it's on, fool. I'll see you later. All right. Y'all know y'all black people don't know shit about no damn boats. On a fucking whale expedition. I'm just teasing y'all. I'm sure it was somebody that was very professional running the boat before y'all get down there in the damn comments and correct me. And the person that was running the boat, they were on a whale expedition, and supposedly he got disoriented when the weather got really bad, and all of a sudden they got off course. So yeah. She's fine now. You guys can all, breathe a sigh of relief that Kelly Rowland has made it back to safe American ground. However, 12 hours, no sign of Kelly. You guys see the video of TGT, which would be Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese on the daytime talk show, The Couch. I don't even really know what The Couch is, okay? Evidently, it's a show about these two pregnant bitches. Everybody was big and big-bellied when I saw the damn video, but first of all, what I want to know is who is checking for TGT? I know that they was trying to get that shit together for a long time, back the time when Levert and Keith Sweat, LSG. When they were real big, Tyrese was really trying to get TGT off the ground as well, okay? But yeah, I don't think that we really want to see TGT together. I ain't, as much as I like the three of them on their own, I could give a fuck about the three of them together. Okay? Two very talented people. I never really thought Genuine was, he's always been just okay to me, but Genuine was eye candy when light skin, curly hair, baby hair was out. When that was in back in the day, that's when we really enjoyed Genuine. But other than that, for like a balladeer, and no, I ain't never felt like Genuine was it. Evidently, they got them a gig on The Couch. Okay, so they on the damn daytime show. They getting ready to get started. Tank back there on the piano. You got Genuine and Tyrese sitting up here in the front, and that fucking Genuine, he blinking and nodding and looking around and shit. I was like, the fuck is wrong with Genuine? You could tell by just looking at Tyrese how irritated he was. Everybody was saying that Genuine was probably high. When I looked at Genuine, that was not a high from it looked like, I don't really know what the fuck that looked like. It almost looked like, all jokes aside, that he has like some sort of, what is it that Michael J. Fox has? What is it? Because it was sort of like ticking. Because he would blink and then he would change expressions and shit. And I was like, that ain't nothing that you get from just being high. Unless it's on some old chemical high, some fucked up mollies, some shit that you ain't supposed to be fucking around with anyway. When I think high, I always think weed. And then when I think fucked up is when I think drugs. You guys have got to see it, because that Tyrese he was so pissed. He looked like he wanted to reach over there and sock the nigga in the throat. They got through the song. Genuine was able to get through the song. It wasn't that he sounded any better or worse than he normally does. I thought it sounded like he normally does, but just all them antics, looking around, and he was trying to get himself together, and I was just like, we gonna have to stretch out the hands of prayer to Brother Man right there with the black shirt on in the middle. Lord, touch him right now. Take that demon out of him, whatever wrong with him. Now Genuine has come out and said that it was not, he was not high, he hadn't popped any mollies, anything like that. It was just that he had drank 5-hour energy drink, and he was reacting off of that. Now, I ain't never had the 5-hour energy drinks. I have never had an energy drink. I don't drink Red Bulls and all of these other different energy drinks because I'm afraid of them. Fuck, I got a friend, Debbie, right now. The bitch swear that ain't why she in the hospital, but her ass is in the hospital right now. We was just in Vegas, and she swear that she got her little illness right now because she, we had a little bit too much fun in Vegas. But I will be willing to bet it's because they have to drink a Red Bull all the damn time. So I just went out there and said it. I put it out there for you, Debbie. Y'all know I love my friends, girl. I love you, girl. I hope you feel better. But anyway, y'all tell me, if you've had the 5-hour energy drink or the Red Bulls and all these other energy drinks, do they make you sit up there and blink the fuck out and be ticking and looking around and changing your expressions and all of that? Y'all mad at Al Sharpton. That Al Sharpton done went out, honey, and he done upgraded himself. Boy, that Al Sharpton done went out. Now, first of all, Al Sharpton is, I think they say he's 58. When you look at Al Sharpton, he looks 78. I'm sorry. Al Sharpton looked like he done had a hard-ass life. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, he lost all that weight. And but he still, it ain't all came together yet. It ain't all in fruition just yet. I guess Al was like, fuck, it's the new Al, I'm gonna go get me a new woman. Now Al is still married. He's still married. I believe his wife's name was Patricia. They separated back in 2004. Al and Patricia couldn't be bothered to get no damn divorce. So, okay, so I guess Patricia is over there with the house and doing whatever she got to do, and Al is out here on MSNBC and, leading the black civil rights movement over here on this side. In between all of these two, what they doing, Al done went and got him a woman, okay? And ain't nothing wrong with that. Baby girl is 35 years old. I believe she was his stylist. Somehow their stylist relationship has grown into a relationship, honey. They cornered the girl at some convention, some awards, some black press awards, something the other day, and they asked her who she was, and honey, she was like, I'm the girlfriend. Al was like, Ixnay on the girlfriend gay. So then he had to hurry up and get her ass up off of the damn mic because he ain't really trying to let y'all know that he dating this good looking. The girl is actually very pretty. 35-year-old woman. Now, 35 and 58 is not really, that is a big difference. Okay, but when you start 35 and you 40 and shit, you just old by then. Okay, fuck it. I'm 42. I can say it. It don't even really matter. After 40, you can date whoever the fuck you want to date, okay? But it still is kind of interesting because I'm telling you, when you look at Al Sharpton, y'all know y'all thought he was older than 58. That motherfucker looked like he's 70. I'm gonna put him out. Al Sharpton, 82 years old. Y'all mad about it because he ain't got no divorce and he's still, and he's out dating. Well, fact of the matter is, you guys, there are so many people that are not divorced right now. Some of y'all mamas and daddies out there still ain't got no fucking divorce, okay? Y'all got new houses and new women and men and doing whatever they do on there, but they still married. Whatever Patricia and Al want to do, that's on them. All right, don't worry about it, okay? Because if Patricia ain't mad with it, then what the fuck everybody else so worried about it for? Let Al do Al and get with the girl. If she get worms, that's totally on her. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some white folks news. Break up all this nigga shit. Prince, what the boy name? I was about to call him Prince Eddie. Why was I trying to say Eddie? Prince William and Catherine, they have had their baby. I guess they're the Duke and the Duchess now. But they did have their baby. I believe they named him something George Louis. I'm sorry, you guys. I know I should know this information. I'm really trying to give y'all the white folk news and then I mess it up. This ain't no slight to the white folks. I love y'all out there too, white people. I do. I'm gonna give y'all a hug. Yeah, I love y'all. Ain't never enough room up in here. Yeah, they had the baby. He's something like 8 pounds, 7 ounces. Real cute pictures. If you guys go out onto the internet, you will see that they really went out of their way to really bring you back to the time when Princess Diana had, Eddie. What's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name now. William. When she had William, she had on the polka dot dress. So did Catherine. The baby is swaddled in the in the blanket the same way that Diana had Eddie swaddled in the blanket. It's just really, really sweet, you guys. And I know that whole royal family is all in name and everything, but I still do admire that there's still some pomp and circumstances in certain parts of the world, and that these things are important, because honey, out here in the United States, we don't give a fuck about nothing. I still think that that's like really nice to see. Y'all ever see my story that I wrote about when I met Prince Charles? When I met him, he was right at Crenshaw High School, you guys. Like a few doors down from my mama's house. My mama and my daddy live in South LA. Okay, in the hood. Black folks, ain't no white folks nowhere around. Definitely no royal family coming down to them parts. So yeah, he was over there. I wrote about it. It's on my blog. Y'all go on my blog spot here. It is itsrox.blogspot.com. I tell my story about when I actually shook hands with royalty. Anyway, that's it. Congratulations to somebody walking to their car. Congratulations to the happy couple. I did watch R&B Divas LA. I actually just watched it just a few minutes ago on my desk. Don't tell nobody. That show is really good, you guys. Let's just a real quick little recap about the show. This whole Not Your Mama Logs thing that they're kind of basing this whole season on, I feel like it's interesting. It's going to be something to see how these girls try to really get their story out there. Now, somebody in my comment section told me last week that they did have the Not Your Mama Logs, and that it was just Kelly Price and Don Robinson. And I know it's Don Robinson, not Don Richards. I don't know why I kept saying Don Richards. It was the coffee, y'all. That coffee had me so fucked up. I can't never get my words right when I said that's why I ain't had it today. And I ain't messed up that much either, have I? Now, they go to Vegas because Kelly Price tells the girls that, she knows of this nonprofit organization called Broadway to the Hood. No. It's not Broadway to the Hood. It's Broadway in the Hood. And I guess it's supposed to be a group of young people who, who they are trying to teach the theater arts. All the things that all have to do with theater arts. And they put on production. So this nonprofit organization is putting on this big Dream Girls production in Las Vegas. So she wants all the girls to go. Okay, so everybody's ready to go. Everybody's all excited. We going. Y'all, they get on out there. Look like it's going to be a good time. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh, I miss Vegas so much, you guys. I just really can't stop living in that Vegas moment. I'm going to do a video to tell you guys about how much fun I had. I really had a good old time. Just a great, great time. But anyway, getting back to the show. It's real cute. They get out there. Everybody's having a good time. Shante Moore shows up when they all meet up at the pool. She does her little Wonder Woman spin, takes off her dress. She has a great body for 42, 43. I don't really ever care. People have or hadn't had work. I couldn't tell if she did or didn't. It don't even really matter to me. She looks good, right? All that is fun and good and fine and dandy. They go and meet up with the damn Broadway and the Hood people, and I was like, young people? Man, was anybody else like me and was trying to figure out why the fuck everybody looked like they was old? I was like, this ain't no goddamn young people. Why y'all keep acting like these people young? That's a grown-ass man. I bet you his ass got bills and shit at the house and everything. The girls all show up because they're practicing for their play. The people are all excited to see him. Really, y'all, I swear I think I only saw about 6 young folk. Everybody else was at least 25, 30. But whatever. For the show, we talking to the young people and trying to tell them what, how to survive in the industry and everything. And the girls all seem to be really well grounded. Even Don Robinson, who I was telling you guys last week, always has kind of that antidepressant haze. But even she makes sense. When you were seeing her talk to Michelle and when she, had her conversations with Shante Moore about the past abuse and the things that she's been through with her husband and everything, all of it is just like somebody that you can tell that has realized that she's made a lot of mistakes, she's been through a lot, that she's willing to try to get over it and move on with her life. So all of it is good. All good, y'all. We get to the damn Broadway in the Hood production, and everybody there except for Kelly. I told y'all, I knew it was going to be something with Kelly. We had already heard the rumblings about it, that she's a trip. Oh my God, Jada calling me. Y'all see Jada? Jada. Hold on, y'all. Some bullshit. It always be some bullshit. She be like, man, what you doing? It don't be nothing, y'all. Just... Anyway, see, I done got my fucking now I don't even remember what I was saying. Okay, so they get to the thing. Okay, they get to the thing, and how about they all there except for Kelly Price? Okay, now not only is Kelly Price not there, but everybody that's at the Broadway in the Hood event, they're all looking for Kelly Price. Do you know where Kelly Price is? Where could she be? They had some old uppity you know, little bit of old bitch ass lady on the carpet that was like, even from them little snippets that they showed, I was looking at her, I was like, this old brown nosing bitch right here. I shouldn't call the lady that. I don't know nothing about her. I'm sorry, lady. Kelly Price doesn't show up, you know, so the girls are kind of put in this awkward position. I mean, I'm sure if I was there, I'd have been pissed, because fuck, this Vegas. I could be at the goddamn club. I could be at the restaurant getting my grub on. I could be just in my room chilling. I could be down at the casinos. I mean, it's plenty of other things that I could do other than being at this Broadway in the Hood production. I mean, it was nice enough and everything, but this ain't my thing. This was Kelly's thing. So Kelly didn't show up. The girls was kind of in an uncomfortable position, but they stay. They enjoy the production. Everything is nice. And then they asked them if the girls would perform. Now, I am not one for being put on the spot. I have absolutely no problem with telling somebody, you know what, I can't do that today. Oh no, I'm sorry. I needed to have been prepared. But the girls, they don't do that. They all kind of feel like obligated, like they need to sing something because they asked them to. But my whole thing is like, you guys are all professionals. I mean, these are all girls that, you know, at one time or the other, their careers was big enough where they know that they need to be prepared. They cannot afford to get up on stage and it be some bullshit and then they look stupid. Okay, because people are always going to remember. It's going to be videos and shit floating around of them missing their notes or the music getting messed up or how stupid they look. You know, all that stuff. So, you know, I would have just been like, no, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Maybe somebody else, but I can't do it. But they feel obligated. They try to get something together. And then finally, Don Robinson, out of all of them, is just like, you know what, I'm not doing it. And then the rest of the girls kind of follow suit. Well, Little Mo, she kind of feels like, you know, maybe she should do something. And that was fine as well, okay? Little Mo has an awesome gospel voice. And like she said, when all this fails, honey, you pull out a gospel voice, you can get everybody. I don't care what kind of heathens you got up in that goddamn audience. Look, I'm trying to talk about church and cursing. I'm sorry. I don't care what kind of people you got in the audience. Somebody will always appreciate a gospel song. So she gets up there at the end. The girls go up there as well. They try and figure out a few things. She sings. She starts up with everything and, you know, thank you, Lord kind of thing. And the girls fall in and, you know, everything is okay. The next day, Lil Mo and Don Robinson, they mad. They talking about it in the room like, you know, I can't believe, you know, that homegirl didn't show up. I mean, this is her thing. And, you know, I just really don't appreciate being put on the spot like that. Yeah, it turned out fine, but what if it didn't? That's not even the point. The point is, God damn it, don't invite me to no shit if your black ass can't even get yourself together to come there. So when all the girls get into the room, they get to talking about, you know, why Kelly Price wasn't there. Kelly Price was like, oh, I should have told you guys. I have this thing in LA every Thursday called Kelly Price Presents or Kelly Price Sings or whatever. You know, that whole little thing like she showed on when they sang at the Savoy. Oh, yeah, I should have let you guys know that I wasn't going to be there because I do that every Thursday. Let me tell you what. Now, they was real nice. You know, the girls kind of just let it kind of go up under the rug, you know, because I guess it was still kind of early and they still trying to, you know, make sure that everything is smooth. Don't nobody really want to be the person that get into a fight and arguing and fussing and shit with everybody. But I'd have been like, bitch, don't you ever tell me to come to no goddamn Broadway in the Hood, bring my ass all the way out here, and then you don't show up. What the hell I'm coming for if you don't come? It would have been so right there. I would have just said it, okay? And that would have just had to take care of it now. And we might have had some hurt feelings or whatever, but yeah. No, we ain't got time to be sparing. We ain't got time to be wasting in Vegas, because trust me, it is plenty to do in Vegas. So then they get to talking about this book that Shante Moore is going to be doing called Will I Marry Me, which is a really good idea, which I think is a good concept. You know, it's just the idea of knowing that are you your best self, that you feel like you could present yourself. If somebody wanted to marry you, would you be presenting your best self? Okay, and then in the same sense, if you were going to marry yourself, are you giving yourself your best self? That's all fine and good. They decide they're going to get married. When I saw that, I was just like, ugh. Because you guys, I am really not a touchy-feely Oprah, Iyanla, you know, spiritually, you know, all that kind of talk, that self-help talk. Like, I'm not really, I don't have that much patience for it. When it starts to get real heavy and deep, I just start to be like, ugh. And I thought that this is how it was going to be as well, especially from seeing the commercials and everything. But I actually was pleasantly surprised, you guys. I liked what Little Mo said. I liked that she got up there and just said that, you know, she's going to own up to the shit that she's done in the past, and then she's going to move on, you know. And I think that that's how a lot of us should be. Even to hear what Dawn Robinson said about, you know, her just, you know, feeling like, you know, the lesser of a woman because she hasn't had a baby. And it is hard for a person that has easily had kids to understand how somebody who struggles with getting pregnant or never was able to get pregnant or kept having miscarriages. It is hard to understand their feelings, you know, for the ones that really want to have a baby. So I felt for Dawn Robinson. All of them, all of them, whatever they had to say, and none of it got on my nerves. And then I was just like, well, I must really either be getting older or really appreciate the show. I do like the show, you guys. I really do. I hope it does well. I mean, it's been really good for TV One, and TV One is doing really well with. I think they do a really good job of representing black women thus far. We just gonna keep on seeing and keeping our fingers crossed that nothing too calamitous. Is that a word? Calamitous? Like calamity? Something to be of a calamity is calamitous. Is that a word, y'all? We'll see, you guys. Hopefully the show will stay, you know, on the up and up. Real Housewives of Atlanta, they talking about Kenya Moore was holding out for a higher salary and was really giving it to Bravo and telling them that they was going to have to pay her if they wanted her to stay. The rumor is that she got $600,000. Do you guys believe that? They're saying that Kim, Nene, and Candy all make $800,000 a year, for the season. And then they're going to throw some serious shade and say that Phaedra and Portia only get $50,000 a season. That shit is so wrong. I mean, even if, I don't think Portia makes all that much. I mean, definitely not as much as all the rest of the housewives. She hasn't been there as long. But Phaedra, I'm sure, makes more than $50,000. And then, so it makes me kind of be like, this article don't sound all that right. Because I had heard at one point that Nene was supposed to be getting $1 million a season. Now it's downgraded to $800,000. Like, something ain't right here. And then they say they get bonuses for, you know, for whatever ratchet ass shit that they do on the show. They get bonus. Like, if Kim takes off her wig, she gets extra money. And that might be true, but that's crazy. Like, they write that down in the contract. Like, okay, if you show your ass, we give you an extra $25,000. So do you guys believe that? Whatever it is, I'm sure she's getting paid enough to, you know, pay her rent and get her some furniture into her house this new season. So congrats to her. Can you like 2 Chainz? What 2 Chainz say? I'm about my dollars, I craft low it. That shit is funny. And lastly, you guys, a little bit of news about the Braxton family values, really just about the girls on the show. Toni is now officially divorced. Yes, she and her husband, I believe they were married for 12 years, they said. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm sorry, y'all. There's so much going on in this parking lot. Let me hurry up and finish. Don't quote me on that, but however long they were married, they are now divorced. It's finalized, and even though Toni Braxton had said that she didn't think that she and Carrie were ever going to get divorced and that they were just going to stay separated, it is now finalized, and everybody can move on about their business, okay? They say that they are remaining dedicated to co-parenting their children the way it should be. So I guess am I supposed to say congratulations on the divorce? I mean, you know, they supposedly are still good friends. It was an amicable divorce. I guess it was just something necessary that they need to do. So anyway, congrats to them. Are you guys watching Tamar Braxton's show? I think it's called what is it called? Y'all, my battery is fixing to die. Just so many interruptions. Y'all know I got the Dodge Nitro with the plug in the back, fool. I'm telling you, I love my studio. This is my studio. Her new show is called The Real. It comes on Fox. I don't know, sometime during the day. I don't watch the show. I'm at work. I haven't seen it, but evidently she's got this show. Have you guys watched it? Tamar Braxton, along with 4 other girls. I don't even know who the other 4 girls are, but congratulations to Tamar. She's got a lot going on. She's got her new baby, which she was in the news about a couple of weeks ago, because she said that it wasn't love at first sight, and then she tried to backpedal and say, no, that's not what I meant. What I meant was it was overwhelming to look at this new baby, and I was like, no, that is what you meant. It wasn't love at first sight. I think it's really sad that people have to, that people really can't express the way that they feel when they first have a baby. You guys know I have a video when I talked about my postpartum depression, and that is the reason why there is no help for postpartum depression, because it is such a stigma to say, I looked at this baby. I mean, it's a new relationship. I look at this baby and I'm just like, some of us don't have the overwhelming love right away. I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. And I felt bad for her that she had to backpedal and really try to explain her way out of what she felt, when the fact of the matter is, you have got to grow to love another human being sometimes, okay? You love them, but you don't like them. And that's probably what she meant. So, but anyway, it looks like she's taking on motherhood fine. She's getting her body back right and all of that good stuff for Tamar. I'm happy for her. There's so many damn talk shows. I mean, we got The Talk, we got The View, we got The Couch, we got The Real, we got The Doctors. I mean, for real. What else we got? The what? Shit. But anyway, congratulations to Tamar Braxton. You guys let me know if you watch the show and what you think about it. What's wrong with my computer? It is not charging. Anyway, I'm gonna get off of here because my computer might be cutting off soon. I want you guys to remember to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I want you to remember to come back. Until next time, Roxstars. Bye.